Sensors have been part of MotoGP bikes for many years now, but since Dani Pedrosa's highside in Aragon have come to the forefront once more. So to find out exactly what they do and which ones the main ones are, we're going to catch up with the guys at Repsol Honda.
On MotoGP bike, I don't know, there are so many sensors, and to be honest, I have never counted. But I would say, some sensors on the engine and chassis side and the wheel and suspension, so many things, and totally I would say 40 or 50 sensors, I guess. Generally speaking, everything counts on the bike. If there's something which is not really important, we just take it out. So everything is important. But if you say the main things, yeah, I would say like speed sensor on the front, it's like this. Okay. And same thing on the rear, like that one. These are very, very important. And yeah, also the throttle position sensor to detect how much open gas the rider is. And we have the gyro sensor, how we call, so that we can detect the lean angle or the pitch angle, the bike's behavior. On this bike, if you can see this like stick style sensor, both front and rear, they are the stroke sensors for suspension, so that also you can detect the bike balance, the bike behavior. If you are talking about the spinning, okay, obviously we detect the front speed as well as the rear speed, and our ECU on the bike calculate how much spinning you have, and based on how much spinning or side sliding, we can control the amount of engine output, in the real-time basis. For the riders, there are only a few things they can see on the bike. Obviously on the dashboard they can see, for example, like the gear position, which is detected by the gear position sensor, obviously. Also the engine RPM or the water temperature, these sort of things. The riders don't really see it on the dashboard. The bike computer ECU automatically calculates and decide which sort of engine output you need for the bike. The traction control is based on, not only the engine RPM, but also the throttle position, or the lean angle, or the bike balance, so many things. That's why all of the sensors are so important now. What happened in Aragon from the slight contact between Dani and Mark was that, this speed sensor cable coming out of the real speed, this harness was cut because of the damage from Mark's bike, clutch lever. So Dani's bike completely lost the rear speed signal. So the bike wasn't sure which kind of traction control he should go. So what we have done and what we have modified from this learning is that one thing is that this protector, we added this one to mechanically avoid the cutting of the cable from slight contact. That's one thing, and the second thing is from the software, because if even in this case something is broken on sensor or the wire or whatever, ECU tries to detect the failure of the speed sensor signal and switch into backup mode as quickly as possible. That's the modification we have done from Sepang race.